let's keep going here. Hours after the U.S. strike, the Iranian regime resumed targeting the citizens in Israel. They're fighting a very different war. They're not going after military targets or anything like that. They are shooting at people. They are sending those missiles into major civilian areas, some 27 overnight around Tel Aviv and Haifa. Israel's health ministry says at least 80 people were badly injured in some cases in those overnight strikes. Chief Foreign Correspondent Trey Yingst is in Tel Aviv. Trey.
Harris, good morning. Hours after President Trump ordered those U.S. strikes against Iranian nuclear facilities, the Iranians launched a large-scale ballistic missile attack against Israel, sending millions of people into bomb shelters. Nearly 30 missiles soaring through the skies of this country. According to first responders, there were 10 different impact sites and more than 80 people wounded. A number of residential buildings were destroyed. First responders going to the scene, digging through the rubble, trying to find people who survived these blasts. We do understand that the Israelis remain today on high alert, fearing more Iranian responses. And there is a state of emergency here, warning civilians to stay out of public gatherings. Schools are closed and businesses shuttered. This is what Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu had to say in response to the American strikes.
History will record that President Trump acted to deny the world's most dangerous regime the world's most dangerous weapons. His leadership today has created a pivot of history that can help lead the Middle East and beyond to a future of prosperity and peace.
Imagine making $453,000 in a single month as an affiliate marketer without relying on Google, Facebook, or ClickBank, or creating new accounts on Pinterest, Twitter, TikTok, or Instagram. This may sound like a big claim, but I'm here to show you how this is possible in 50 seconds. I've been working with Adam Charrington, who's been an affiliate marketer for over 20 years and is the founder and CEO of Charrington Media, an 8-figure affiliate marketing company. And I want to share this life-changing discovery with you.
The Iranians have responded saying all options are on the table about a possible response to the U.S. strikes overnight. And the country's foreign minister releasing a statement saying, quote, "Last week we were in negotiations with the U.S. when Israel decided to blow up that diplomacy. This week we held talks with the E3 EU when the U.S. decided to blow up that diplomacy. What conclusion would you draw?" Again, American forces and the Israelis remain on high alert across the region. There's real concern about a possible response that could come at any moment. And we do understand that both current and former Israeli officials continue to praise President Trump for this decision, understanding that it has changed the reality for the Middle East, going after these key nuclear sites in Iran and taking away that important piece of leverage that the regime had just 24 hours ago related to their nuclear program. Harris?
Trey, I'm curious. You said through your reporting that all options are on the table for Iran. What does that even mean at this point? And are they hitting Israel in a way that they anticipated? Is it bigger? I know they're hitting civilians, and that is horrible, and they can continue to do that. But I had been reading maybe they wouldn't have as much in terms of weaponry at this point.
Yeah, Harris, you're exactly right. And I spoke on the phone earlier with Israel's former defense minister, Yoav Gallant, and he said it would be a grave mistake for the Iranians to respond to these strikes overnight that were ordered by President Trump. They do have some limited capability to continue targeting Israeli population centers with ballistic missiles. They could also use their proxies in the region, these Iran-backed Iraqi and Syrian Shia militias, to go after U.S. bases or embassies in the Middle East. But the key thing to remember here is that over the past year and a half, the Israelis have systematically taken out Iranian proxies like Hezbollah in southern Lebanon. The Americans and the Israelis have gone after the Houthis in Yemen. They've targeted Hamas and Islamic Jihad inside Gaza, and it has given the Iranians very limited options in terms of a response. The situation has changed. If we were having this conversation 2 years ago, Israel would fear a massive missile attack from multiple directions. Right now, they just have to brace for the possibility of more ballistic missile fire from Iran and the chance that Iran could try to mobilize what's left of their proxy forces in the region to launch limited strikes against population centers here or American interests across the region.
Yeah,
Harris?
that's I wanted to know about their reach in terms of all of those 40,000+ American personnel and some even their families in the region as well. So we'll get into that with Joey Jones. You set it up perfectly. I'm so appreciative of your reporting always, Trey. Thank you. In focus now, Joey Jones, retired Marine bomb technician and Fox News contributor. So let's talk about the exposure, if you will, of our men and women in the military in that region right now. And are we more worried or less, do you think, at this point?
I think you have to be a little bit more worried today. You don't know what Iran's going to do. You have Soleimani as an example. We had a guest on Fox and Friends this morning, and he kind of tried to thread the needle and said he thought they would do more than what they did after Soleimani, but try not to do too much to create a reaction from us. My guessing at it is, do they try to go after capabilities rather than personnel? Do they want American?
To me, for some people to learn how to sell it blows my mind, but it shouldn't. Because when I first started selling, I was terrible. I got started selling insurance and investments in October of 1985. I did not make my first sale until April of 1987. Within a very, very short period of time after I made my first sale, I became the top salesperson in our office month after month after month after month after month. What I'm going to share with you in this video is how I did that. And it doesn't matter if you sell real estate, if you sell insurance, if you sell cars, if you sell shoes, if you sell information, if you sell coaching, if you sell agency work, it doesn't matter. I'm going to share with you, multi-level marketing, all of it. I'm going to share with you how I sell. And selling to me now, it's easier than taking a nap. And I'm good at taking a nap. I make sure I take at least one a day, sometimes two. So here we go. Selling is hard. The number one reason selling is hard is because you want them to buy. That is the number one mistake new salespeople make in selling. They want the people to buy. Now, one of the reasons sales is easy for me, I am not vested. Like I don't pretend I don't care if they don't buy. I actually don't care. Now, how can I say I don't care if they buy? I'm in sales. I'm out talking to people. I'm making presentations, but I'm saying I don't care if they buy. I'm saying I don't care if they buy because I understand a law called the law of averages. And the law of averages says out of every X number of presentations I do, I'm going to make Y number of sales. For everybody, that average is going to be different. So for some people, that law of averages is going to say, well, for every 10 presentations I make, I'm going to make one sale. For somebody else, it's every 20 presentations I make, I'm going to make one sale. For another person, it's every 30. For one person, it might be for every 4 presentations I make one sale. Well, here's what's really cool. You can increase your average through a concept called pre-indoctrination. Pre-indoctrination.
Law of averages,
sounds, but it's not. So think about the word doctrine. What does the word doctrine mean? The word doctrine means teaching. So if doctrine, indoctrine means teaching that's inside them. So if you can teach them something about the result they desire, not about your stuff, not about your product, not about your offer, not about your service, but if you can teach them something about the transformation they're already looking for.
About the
before you make them the offer, the likelihood of them saying yes to the offer increases
about the
exponentially.
transformation.
It's mind blowing. We have, and by the way, I'm not patting. Oh, Myron, you're so wonderful. Well, some days I'm wonderful, some days not so much.
Undertake.
But
These
this
things
is
about the transformation they are to
13th,
undertake.
2023. We're not even halfway through the 10th month yet, and our business has generated over $15 million in revenue, and we've spent $0 on ads. Do you know why? Because we have a YouTube channel that gets. I'm gonna look it up. So I'm gonna tell you the truth. We have a YouTube channel that gets about 2.1 million views a month, which is about, on the 9th, we got 78,000 video views on the 9th of October. 78,000 video views. Now, when I'm talking about pre-indoctrination, what I'm really talking about is you becoming more familiar to the people that you sell to. You're less likely to buy something from a person that you just met than you are somebody you feel like you know. Now, if you know them too well, you're probably not going to buy from them either. Just keeping it real. But you need to feel like you know them enough to believe they're credible, and then know them enough to believe they have your best interest in mind. And you have to believe on some level they are better at getting the result you lack than you are. So I don't sell stuff on my YouTube channel. And that, like, in general, I mean, every now and then we might promote a challenge or something, but I don't generally sell things. I'll probably do 10 to 20 content value-based videos on YouTube for every one time somebody sees me do a promotion. I mean, wrap your minds around that. So there's this research called the Dunbar research where they discovered that a person has to spend 7 hours with you before they feel like they know you, like you, and trust you enough to buy something from you. And see, unfortunately for you, you're trying to sell the person as soon as they meet you. And it's like saying, hi, my name is Myron, will you marry me? No, bro, I just met you. Are y'all tracking? Now,
why don't I ask some questions of you folks? Questions that you've been asked before. Let's see if we can play along. Who do I want to pick on? I'm going to ask you questions you've been asked before in your life. You should be ready to answer. Your name, sir, is?
Alright, boys,
Hey, Dave,
what's good,
how
what's
are
good,
you?
what's good? You looking sexy?
So I just asked Dave, hey, how are you? A question he's been asked before. And Dave's little voice kicks up in his head and says, I know this one! And he says, great. Questions create conversations that lead to relationships, that create opportunities. That's what drives actions and change. Dave has just proved to me that we are so efficient with language, we fail to be effective. Because what he did is he answered the question and shut the conversation down. You gave me a level 1 answer. That was exactly what I was looking for at this part of our time together. You did it perfectly. Let's see if I can get somebody who can get me to level 2 on this question. Who's got the power to get me to level 2? I think you can get me to level 2. Your name, sir, is? Lawrence. Lawrence, hey, how are you?
Awesome. Great event.
See what we got is we got level 1.1. So efficient with language, he fails to be effective. He's like, awesome, great, let's run this straight down to a period. You got level 2 for me, right? Your name, sorry? Kimmy. Hey, Kimmy, how are you? The collective incompetence of this industry is embarrassing. All of you. I'm not picking on one of you, I'm picking on all of you. You, sir, hey, how are you? We got level 2! Level 2! Great! He got, I know this one, great. Then he realized that questions create conversations, so he's like, what question can I ask in this point? So he repeats the question to me, and he's great, so therefore, how am I? Funny that, right? Funny that however the other person is feeling is the same way you're feeling. What a coinkydink. And did you know in this, hey, how are you exchange, there are only 2 levels. That is both of them. Yet we are so efficient with language, we fail to be effective. Are any of you leaders in this business? You wander through your office on a Monday and you're seeing people in the office, you're like, hey, how are you doing? They're like, I'm awesome. And you're like, hey, how are you doing? You're like, awesome, like me too. Hey, how are you doing? You're like, I love how much I care about my people. I'm so compassionate. I'm so kind. They don't know shit. You know, nothing. Because we're so efficient with language, we fail to be effective. It happens all the time. I'm going to show you something else we do. Young man, you're going to help me with this. Your name is?
Austin.
Austin. Will you tell me about the last place you went on your vacation?
Sure. So I went to Sedona, Arizona. My main YouTube channel has over 1 million subscribers. My second YouTube channel has 250,000 subscribers. This YouTube channel that you're watching me on right now got over 50,000 subscribers, and I got a couple other channels that didn't hit the 10Ks, the 20Ks, so on and so on. And basically, I'm about to tell you the exact formula on how I go into each channel, on how I approach every YouTube channel that I get into, and the exact proven method to blow any channel up. What's going on? My name is Avery. You watching AB Academy, where I basically expose all the tricks, all the secrets, all of my YouTube knowledge, all of my 8+ years YouTube knowledge. Let's go. Here for free on the internet. You know what I'm saying? If you like that, if that sounds good to you, make sure you leave a like on this video. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe. Today we got a different setting. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the chat. I am in my room. If y'all OG AB Academy, y'all seen when I was at my other house before I moved into this one, we did a lot of videos in my room. That was a more dark type of tone, but it looked good though. It was a cool dark. I painted my walls in my old room. This one is spacious and bright and white. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, man. If y'all see me scratching my legs, bro, I just came from Jamaica. And those mosquito bites still sting, bro. I be trying not to scratch it, but subconsciously I always go back to it because I don't know what they was carrying down there in Jamaica, bro, but them mosquito bites sting, I'm not gonna lie. But without further ado, we about to get straight into it. Not only am I going to break down my step-by-step proven system, I'm going to give you the exact methods and the exact ways and my exact framework and formula and when I did it on my main YouTube channel. That's what I'm going to be referring to this whole video. So if you came from my main channel or you ever seen my main channel, you're probably going to know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, it's okay because you're going to understand it. I'm going to give you a great picture, a great depiction. Let's get into it. So number one is going to be finding your niche. But how I like to tell people, how I tell my guys in my academy, my guys and girls in my academy all the time, is when formulating a niche, I need you to do an assignment. I need everybody to go grab a piece of paper, go to your notes, do something, because we're going to do an assignment together. And this assignment is basically going to be skills, likes, interests, whatever you are interested in. I need you to write down 10 things on that piece of paper. If y'all know me, you know I keep a handy dandy journal. On your journal, on your notebook, on whatever it is, bro, write down 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down to 10, and write down things that you enjoy doing. For you, this could be anything from playing basketball to painting artwork to drawing to doing backflips. It doesn't matter, bro. Everybody has interest. Everybody has something that they like. It could be watching sports, watching the NBA, sports betting, bro. Whatever you like, write down from 1 through 10 on why you like it, and let me tell you why. So a lot of people talk about niche. AB, I can't find my niche. How do I find my niche? Where you get your niche from? Niche. Your niche should be something that you are interested in because that is the cheat code. I talk to tons of YouTubers, you feel me? I've helped tons of YouTubers, and one thing that I know for a fact gets you over the hump the easiest way possible, the most efficient way possible, is if the content you are producing is something that you enjoy doing. Let me say that again. The content that you are producing is something that you genuinely enjoy doing. You feel me? And the reason for this, we're going to get into it on the next one. And just be game. Number 4 is going to be the one that's going to tie everything in together. We only on number 1 right now. But having a certain set of things that you like, a 1 through 10 list, damn, I'm scratching, a 1 through 10 list of things you like, is just going to give you a sheet of paper to go back on. Like, you will never run out of video ideas. You feel me? Say number 1, you got painting. Number 2, you got basketball. On Monday, you make a painting video. On Tuesday, you make a hooping video, bro. You got a lot of interest. You got stuff that you're interested in. If you don't know what you're interested in, ask one of your friends. They're going to tell you. Ask your mom, ask your dad, ask somebody. Whatever you do, just get this list filled out. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down to 10. You feel me? For me, if you go back to my early YouTube days on my main channel, you will see skits. You will see pranks. You will see freestyle videos. You will see cooking videos. You will see a lot of basketball content. You will see talking to girls. All of these things are things that I'm interested in. All of these things are things that I enjoy doing. All of these things are things that I would do without the camera even being there. So the fact that I was putting it on camera, it made it so easy to be consistent. And that's going to be rule number, not yet, that's going to be rule number 2. Rule number 2 is once you got your 10 things, once you know what you are interested in, which you should know because it's you, once you got those 2 things, you want to do my spaghetti on the wall method. AB, what does spaghetti on the wall mean? Spaghetti on the wall basically means, bro, throw things at the wall, throw content at the wall until something sticks. If you guys never cook spaghetti in a black household, I don't know if everybody do this. My mama taught me how to do this, so every time I cook spaghetti, this is what I do. In order to see if the noodle's done, I throw the spaghetti on the wall.
If it's stick,
If the noodle,
it's
if
done.
the noodle isn't ready, the noodle will fall off the wall.
Yep.
If the noodle is ready, the noodle will stick to the wall. So basically, this concept means when you throwing spaghetti on the wall, that's your content, that's your ideas, that's your topics, that's your interest. Everything that you do, basketball, throw it at the wall. And when I say throw it at the wall, I mean post it. Basketball, throw it at the wall. Talking to girls, throw it at the wall. That's what I was doing. Mukbangs, throw it at the wall. Rapping videos, throw it at the wall. Vlogs, throw it at the wall. Dancing, throw it at the wall. Skits, throw it at the wall. All of this is just my spaghetti, bro. I'm throwing my spaghetti at the wall. I'm throwing my spaghetti at the wall, and then all of a sudden, something stuck to the wall.
Show me somebody you consider more successful than you. Or show somebody who's failed more than you.
You feel me? Something stuck to the wall. But before something sticks to the wall, you have to do step number 3. Step number 3 is post every single day. A lot of people, I'm about to lose them right now. I'm about to lose a lot of people right now. I said post every day, and they like, whoa, AB, I ain't know I was gonna have to grind. What the fuck you thought, bro? You know, a lot of people be thinking this shit is easy. A lot of people thinking this shit is like cake work, which you can get it to cake work. But if you expecting cake work, you might as well walk the fuck out the door, bro. You know what I mean? If it was easy, bro, everybody would do it. If it was easy, everybody would be successful. If it was easy, shit wouldn't even be worth it no more, bro. I always tell people it's simple. It's not easy. It's simple. I could tell you this 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the exact framework that took me to where I was in YouTube, took me where I am on YouTube, took me where I'm going on YouTube. But it's not easy because blood, sweat, and what Lil Baby said, blood, sweat, and tears came with this check. This shit nowhere near easy. You feel me? It's very simple, but it's not easy. And posting every day is something that you just have to do, bro. In my opinion, you know what I mean? I know there's a lot of different examples of people who didn't post every day and got extremely successful. But in my opinion, in my framework, in my years and years of doing YouTube, every one of my channels that I eventually blew up, bro, I was posting every single day for a multitude of reasons. For reason number 1 is you get that consistent muscle about yourself, bro. In order to be consistent on YouTube, you gotta prove it to yourself. You gotta prove it to your audience. You gotta go every day to get that consistent muscle, to figure out how to do YouTube in the first place. You feel me? If you posting a video every day, if you dropping something every day, you start to figure out what's going on. You start to figure out, oh, this works like this, that works like this. I'm constantly getting better.
That's what
at videos.
everything in life, y'all.
So many breakthroughs start to happen when you're posting every day. Think of it like this, bro. In 6 months from now, 6 months from right now, it will be 180 days that passed, right? You could be 1 or 2 people. You could be person number 1 that dropped a video every day, or you could be person number 2 that dropped 0 videos. Person number 1
That's a wake-up call.
just dropped 180 videos, and he only needed 1 of those videos to go viral, and now his life has changed forever. You feel me? 1 million views is over $10,000 on YouTube. He got 180 videos. He got 180 chances to go viral and hit 1 million views and make $10,000 in 1 video. Not 1 month, 1 video. Not 1 day, 1 video. 1 video is different from 1 day because 1 video, once you hit $10,000, it doesn't stop. It keeps going, it keeps growing. You feel me? My most viral video on my main channel right now, that was my 1 video that made it out, still gets money to this day. You know what I mean? Wow. So the fact that you can do that with YouTube, and like I said, 6 months from now, it's gonna pass regardless whether you post or not, bro. Whether you post a video or whether you just keep watching these videos, it's gonna pass regardless. But you posting a video gives you a chance to go viral. It gives you a chance to have your lucky day. Everybody have lucky days, bro, but some people just don't show up to them. You got to show up every single day so you can have your lucky day, so you can have your lucky break, and that is what posting every day does. Also, posting every day gives you a sense of, oh, I do this. You feel me? And let me explain. I seen a lot of people when I was coming up on YouTube, they had a viral video quicker than me. And I'm so thankful that I did not have a viral video quick. It took me over 200 videos to go viral. I'm so thankful for that because the people that I seen that had a viral video early on, they took it for granted and they thought that that was the norm. When in all actuality, it was the exception. You feel me? It was the exception to go viral, but they did it so fast that once they did it and they did it again, and the third time they posted and it didn't happen, the fucking world was over for them, bro. When I was doing it, I was dropping 1 video, 2 video, 3 video, 4 video. Them shits wasn't doing nothing. You know what I mean? And the fact of rule number 1 is having something that you enjoy. I was enjoying the process. I was enjoying actually doing it. I was enjoying the video, everything that I was doing. I was enjoying it, bro. I was making videos with my girlfriend back then. We switching clothes, and I was enjoying it. I was having fun. You know what I'm saying? She getting off work. I just got my new Nissan. I'm pulling up on her in my new Nissan, blasting music. Her twin. I'm having fun. You see what I'm saying? So you just gotta enjoy what you're doing, because eventually those reps gonna stack. Those reps gonna stack, and it's gonna become, well, guess what? A habit. And once something is a habit, bro, it's gonna be harder to not do it than to actually do it. Cause look, eventually you're gonna have that 1 video, bro. And once that 1 video blow up and you got the war chest of other videos, and most importantly, you got the war chest of doing it consistently, that discipline, that muscle, that consistency of doing something continuously. Once you pop, bro, why would you stop? You know what I mean? I remember when in 2020, when my videos first started going viral, I walked up to somebody in the mall. He had more subscribers than me. He said, bro, how you post a video every day, bro? I said, shit, when nobody was watching me, I was doing it. Why would I stop now? That's what I told him, bro. You feel me? So you build up that muscle.
Our comprehensive CRM and industry-leading dialing interface deliver powerful functionality to keep you calling, connecting, nurturing.
All right, before we get that one, I'm gonna do this one. Let's go. Oh, I muted him.
Your boy, your savior, is here to teach you how to clip farm. You
Talk
know
to
what I
me.
mean? 'Cause
Talk to me.
Clip farming, it's cringe, but it works. So if you can figure out how to clip farm effectively, your clips will go viral after viral after viral. And if you're viral 24/7, your ass is gonna grow in more ways than one. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, I'm a bit extra, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, but quick plug. I know you're about to skip. Just wait. Wait, they don't want me like I want. Bro, just wait, okay? Quick plug. You don't have to do streaming by yourself. If you want to be a streamer, you don't have to learn everything by yourself and, have this journey be alone. If you actually want to grow, check the description. There's a server that I've started. It's paid, but it's only $49 a month, bro. You buy like weed that's more expensive, okay? If you want to join the server, join it. There's a bunch of streamers, YouTubers, content creators, business owners in there. You get value, okay? Just check it out yourself. All right, 5 points I got to run through. Let's get into it. Let's do this, okay? And I've got some examples as well, so we're gonna go through examples. Let's get it. This is a sick topic. I love clip farming, bro. I love the art of clip farming. It's an art, And people who clip farm well and go viral, it's like a skill. It's a skill to go viral, So let's do it. Okay, number 1. Focus on clip farming, not playing the game. Okay, so basically, right, this video will have no edits and this video will be very straightforward. So I need your full attention on me, because this video will have no edits, nothing that will stimulate your dopamine or any sort of thing that can take away attention, okay? So really get your notepad out like I do, get your pen and paper, right? And just take notes, because this is about to be sick. All right. Focus on clip farming, not the game. If you want to learn how to clip farm, right, and if you want to consistently go viral as a streamer, especially while you're streaming so you can get good clips to edit later, in the editing software, you need to focus on clip farming. Stop playing the game. If you're booting up a stream, right, and you're playing competitive Valorant, bro, how do you expect to clip farm? How do you expect to, get viral clips? And the only times you would probably get viral clips is if you die. But that's not clip farming, right? If you want to effectively be entertaining on your stream, stop playing competitive Valorant, because when you're playing competitive Valorant, your brain can't multitask. You only have to either focus on playing the game good or being funny. You can't do both. There's a really limited
we just came back
bandwidth
home
that your brain has.
a week of
and
being
if you
out,
use
so
it on being good at the game, you can't be funny. Have you noticed why all the funniest streamers, all the biggest and the funniest streamers, they don't play competitive games? But granted, Jinxie is an exception because he was naturally good at the game, and then he just added humor to it, okay? But if you're someone who's trying to be good at the game and also be funny at the same time, that's really hard. So might as well not do that. Might as well pick a game that's you're decent at, or pick a game that you can kind of play like AFK, you know, like an AFK guy, and just focus on being funny.
So
For example,
loud.
right? Minecraft. I had a lot of success in Minecraft because I followed this thing. The game Minecraft is not hard. It's literally not hard. You just put damn squares down. It's not hard, okay? Like anyone can play it. But I was so focused on being funny. Like when I was playing Minecraft, right, during my Minecraft era, back in my day, like my clips were so easy to make because I just had to play the game, and while I was playing the game AFK, right, I was literally thinking about clips. Minecraft is the type of game where you can play it and also watch a podcast in the background, you know? It's not a game where you gotta sit down like siege and like really listen and stuff. You don't have to pay attention to Minecraft. And that's why whenever I was playing the game, I was constantly thinking about clips, aka 2.7 minutes. You know what I mean? So find a game or play games that are AFK. Games like horror games are pretty good, you know, where you just follow the story, you don't gotta actually, you know, plan and listen and competitive. It's not competitive. Don't play competitive games. Your focus is to be entertained. Because competitive games will just set you back. It'll make you focus on the game, not on focusing on actually entertaining. I need a water. You know what I mean? To like focus on entertaining, not on the freaking game. That's the way it is. That a lot of people don't get. They start playing like freaking, I don't know, competitive CSGO. They start playing like Fortnite World Cup or something like that. Like, brother, no. Have you noticed why whenever like streamers and like comp games are so boring? The best gamers in the world. Have you noticed like I don't know, in Valorant 10s, you know, he's so boring, but I can't sit there and watch that guy. Clicks, he's so boring. I can't sit there and watch Clicks play Fortnite. Who else is there that's really like competitive at the game? Frick, who else is there? I don't know. Like I don't know any pros. Like you know all the pros, they're so boring because they focus all their attention on being good at the game, not entertaining. But the people who are actually funny aren't good at the game because they focus on being entertaining. Aisha Speed is not good at Fortnite. Jixie's not good at Fortnite, but they're so funny when they play the game. That's how it works. Okay? Now, you better understand this one. Loud doesn't equal funny, bro. Just because you scream and smack your computer doesn't equal funny. It's cringe. Stop being loud, trying to be funny. It's not good. Just because you like scream and like, oh, that's so cringe, man. I can't do. Bro, I've done it before, so I'm not gonna bash you too much about it. I'm not gonna bash you too much. But if you think that screaming and slamming your desk is funny and like, oh man, it's so annoying. I'll give you an example, okay? This clip right here. Watch. This completely defies anything of like, oh, you gotta be loud equals funny. And it's got 1.1 mil views up there. As you can see, it's got 1.1 mil views right there. And it's got 36k likes, okay? Watch. And that's the whole clip. And that got 1.1 million views. So that literally shows you that being loud does not equal funny. And that's the whole clip. And that got 1.1 million views.
That was
So
funny.
that literally. And that's the whole clip. And that got 1.1 million views. So that literally shows you that being loud does not equal funny. The only time I was loud in this entire clip is here, when I was actually genuinely excited. So if you try to sit there and just like, try to it's so cringe. If you start like screaming like a retard and try to like, you know, be loud because loud equals funny, it's not. That's not how clip farming works. That's not how goes viral works. Go, turn on your camera right now and start screaming.
You might know Harbor Freight for affordability. What you might not know is performance.
Alright boys, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to grow up as a streamer in 2025. video is raw and edited. Hold on. Sorry. Videos are raw and this video is raw and unedited. Damn. And there's no edits in this video, so if you can't sit through and watch this video without getting distracted, you don't deserve to vlog on the streamer at all. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. You genuinely don't. You can't even focus on a video that's like 10, 20 minutes long. How are you gonna focus on making and impacting millions? You can't do it, okay? And I know a lot of you have no one to talk to about YouTube, and if you're one of the people who don't actually have anyone, I'm telling you, you're not gonna vlog because
Just get his notes.
Alright boys, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to streamer / how to get 100 people follow over to Twitter. I've blown up.
Figure out your unique selling point. Identify your target. Mouthful.